What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna be working. We're actually gonna be working on the new trailer. I only pulled it 2 days, and we already got to fix stuff on it. So a couple things we got to fix on it. We got to do a new airbag, which I got here. I went with a all trucks, mainly because that's all I could get. I couldn't get a Hendrickson quick enough. I didn't realize that it was leaking until late Friday, and the only one that was open was Peterbilt. And they ended up having a bag that I could get. Otherwise, I couldn't get anywhere else to get a Hendrickson bag, which is what I would have preferred. But they're expensive. They're almost $300 a bag. The all trucks was $180, so I mean, it's quite a bit cheaper. I don't know if they're as good. I do have all trucks on the Peterbilt when I replaced all those because they were cheaper. But I don't know. We're just gonna throw that one on here for now. Maybe eventually I'll buy all new. Or all 4 Hendricksons and throw on at some point, but I do have one leaking, so we got to fix that today. And then, if you see in the first video when I bought this trailer, when I went on over the Conestoga, I didn't even make it 100 miles. I didn't even make it out of Chicago. I picked this up in Gary, Indiana. Didn't even make it out of Chicago, and a couple guys blew their tires in front of me, and it took out my mud flaps. So I got to fix that, and luckily, I was able to keep the mud flaps because the previous owner bolted the mud flaps together at the bottoms because it ripped the mud flaps out of the top bolts, but the bottoms were hanging on. It didn't really do too much damage to the mud flaps, so I was able to unbolt them and keep them, throw them in the trailer. Unfortunate. Like literally within 3 miles, 3 different people blew tires. One guy, the first one, blew past me. He hadn't been doing 80 miles an hour. And he was shredding the tire, and I was trying to avoid it. Now, this is down in Chicago, so it ain't really much. It's just so much traffic, you can't really avoid too much. I think he's actually the one that I ended up hitting the chunk out of. And then, like, literally, like, a mile up, there was 2 more sitting on the side of the road within a half a mile of each other with blown tires and freaking shit, like, scattered all over the road. But ultimately, I think it came from the guy who blew past me, who was shredding his tires, hollering over the CB, and I don't think he can hear me. But we're going to fire this up. We're going to pull this up by the shop. They have the shop full of junk, so I'm just going to pull it outside the door up there. Going to change the airbag quick, throw the mud flaps back on, and then I am going to check all the tire pressures because I never did that since I bought the trailer. And when I was loading it this week, they do seem a little bit low. The trailer's been sitting. The trailer actually sat since last year, the same as the day cap. Because the guy got a different job, the trailer was sitting. So we're going to do that. And then I also brought a new wheel for this trailer because I want this wheel back right here because this is the one off the day cap. Because these are like speed tack or something, some weird name. So they don't match the Alcoas, and I want them all matching because it's got 4 matching outside ones. So I'm going to pull this back off. I bought new wheels yesterday. I bought 6 used wheels. 4 are good insides, and then I got 2 that make really nice outers. So I'm going to throw 1 of these on the outer on this trailer for a spare, and then I don't know. I'm either going to sell the other ones or keep them the spares or something. I don't really know. I got a good deal on all 6 of them, so I just bought all 6. Honestly, the 2 good ones, the 2 good outers are probably worth dang near what I paid for them. So, and then I got to load up my chains and binders and all this junk in the new trailer, and I got to go through that toolbox because I need to get this a little bit more set up. It wasn't really prepared. I just kind of cleaned it all out and took it down to Gary to get the Conestoga put on. So, what am I doing? I got to fire this one. Let's get this thing built over there and get it up by the shop. Okay, so we're under here. I'm gonna be honest, a little bit of a pain in the butt. The stuff off the top came off super easy. The bottom has been kind of a pain in the ass. I can't get a socket on that, so a wrench was not working. It was just rounding it off. It's a really soft nut apparently. But the cool thing is Mac has this plate like that's separate, which is actually kind of cool. And there's 2 bolts, which I was struggling to get the bolts out. I ended up just snapping the one. But 2 bolts. So now I snapped the one, we got the other one out. Got both the nuts off the top, unhooked the air line. So now I'm gonna try to pull the airbag out and swap everything. Yeah, a little bit of a pain in the butt, but not too bad. Definitely think I should start looking into changing some of the other bags too, because like some of them are getting pretty rough. Might just get all new ones, but we're gonna at least just do this one for now. So I think Mac actually designs it like this, so you take this bracket out and then you can go straight down with a socket. So we're gonna ram a socket on there with my big impact, try to spin that off, and then I do gotta try to get this plug out for that, which hopefully comes out as easy as this one did. This one came right out. So yeah, kind of neat. Alrighty, airbag is fixed and all done. So what I did was I drove this side up on a block and then pinched off the air line, and I was able to get it high enough to get the new bag in. Yeah, and I seized everything. Everything's hooked back up and holds there, don't leak. This bag does look a little bit long. Well, actually, I don't know. It could be because it's wonky. But I think this bag is probably a little bit taller bag, but hopefully it airs out the same. I don't know. We'll find out. Worst case, I'll throw a new bag in that side because obviously you can see she needs it. And this should be all right. I'm not too worried about it. Otherwise, I'll buy all new Hendricksons here soon and swap them all to Hendrickson. I will say, I always make the mistake, I forget, I really should buy all new hardware, all new nuts, all new air fittings and stuff. I always forget. I was able to make them work, stuff, but the air fitting actually fell apart, and I was able to put it back together, thank God, and doesn't leak and hold and stuff. But yeah, when I do the other ones, I'm gonna get new ones. The same with the big nuts on top of the bags. I had to reuse these. I always forget that they don't include these. Same with the new bottom one. But yeah, so next time I do them, 2 new big nuts, new air fitting, and then just new plugs. I was able to make everything work, and everything came out fairly okay. But yeah, it would have made it a lot faster. I definitely struggled the most getting the bottom brackets off the way, because this bottom bracket comes off right here. That little plate comes off. Getting the 2 bolts out of that was probably the hardest part. And like, again, this not being my shop, I don't have the tools that I need. I have a lot of the stuff at home, honestly, that would have made this a lot easier. You know, I just know where everything's at. I have, you know, tools that I know I can kind of get into things or whatever. Here, I don't know where anything's at. It's kind of a pain in the ass. But since we still have it up on the blocks, now's I figured a good time to do the mud flaps, because it's up in the air and just makes it a little bit taller. Like I said, not really much damage. The only one that kind of got damaged is probably this one a little bit. Got wore down and stuff a little, but honestly not too bad. I do got to get a couple new bolts. I am missing a few bolts. Missing the center one out of that one. I'm missing that one, which maybe I'll take the center out of that one and throw it there so I can bolt those 2 together. Ooh, I gotta find my little bracket for the back of this one. I gotta figure out where I put that. All right, so I had to bring one in the shop so I could pull this off and just make another one really quick. I just laid it over top and drilled the holes and cut it and stuff. I'm missing one. I don't know what the heck I did with it. I looked all over and I spent probably 20 minutes looking for it, but we're gonna throw these back on now. I should have everything here. That way, yeah, so they stay nice and even all the way across. And yeah, it worked good once it ripped these through. That it saved the mud flaps. So I don't know if he had these previously cut or ripped. I'm honestly not sure. I'm just gonna put them back on with the big washers that were on it and hope it stays on. There, all remounted. They're definitely not mounted as good as I'd like. I might redo these at some point, mainly because there ain't much to bite onto, and with them being ripped, there ain't much for them holding on. So I might redo those at some point. Maybe I'll do something different, like put some Peterbilt ones all the way across for something different. I don't know. Yeah, after hitting the tire, they're definitely tweaked a little bit. They're not they don't sit as good as they used to. They used to sit like almost perfect all the way across, but yeah, these things are definitely tweaked. The mud flaps don't sit as good now, and I don't know. It is what it is. But those are fixed. The airbag is fixed. I'm gonna check tire pressures, and then this trailer's done. And then I'm gonna go probably pull the wheel off the other trailer, swap rims real quick on that, and then yeah, so I can put the wheel back on the day cab. Yeah, this is why I can't wait to have my own shop. We're gonna put air in tires. Yeah, that thing's fucking junk. Yeah, we pulled the wheel off the other trailer. I'm gonna pull air out of it quick, and then I'm gonna put this tire on the rim that's in the box of my truck, the Alcoa that I just bought. Throw that on my trailer. So this wheel, it matches the ones that are on the day cab, can go back on the day cab. Because it'll drive me nuts if they don't match. So, a lot of extra work for very, very little difference, but I notice it, and it will drive me nuts if I don't do it. So, oh, I'm wore out, ready to call it a day. My lovely woman, my lovely fiance, brought me my tire gauge, so I was able to top off all the trailer tires, which is good because the one inner on the front axle on this side only had 50 pounds in it. All the other ones were pretty good. Got the rim swapped, so this is one of the new ones I just picked up. The back side looks ugly, but the other side don't look too bad. And then I was able to put the day cab wheel back on the day cab tire so that I can go back on and match. And won't look goofy, or at least most people probably wouldn't notice it. Like I said, I will notice it. It'll drive me nuts. But so that can go back in the day cab now, and then I'll eventually get new tires here, hopefully soon, but I don't know exactly when. But now we're gonna throw this tire back on the trailer and put all our stuff away, and we are done for the day. Got everything done that I wanted to get done. All the tires aired up, airbags changed, mud flaps are put back on. Oh, the only thing that I got to do yet, other than trailer tires, is I put all my chains and stuff in the new trailer. All right, I think we are officially done for the night. We got the wheel back on the other trailer. It's a little more shiny than the rear one, but close enough. And then we got all the chains and binders stuffed in the trailer, and then some coil rack things and whatnot. The headboard's starting to get pretty stocked up. I think I might order a couple more of these, or I might do something different here. Maybe make a little shelf. I kind of want to get a little ladder, like that little stool one we got in the garage. Get one of them, maybe hang that right there. So I got that or something, I don't know. Maybe put a couple more things up in that shelf. But otherwise, she's pretty well stocked for now. I got so many freaking chains and binders. I don't know how many chains and binders I got. That's all the stuff that came with this trailer. And I'll maybe use them half dozen times a year. I rarely ever use chains. All we really use is straps. Which, I got all new ones with this trailer. They're blue though. Kind of want to buy new ones with like orange ones, but it's like, I kind of want to wear these ones out too. So, I don't know what we're going to do there. But we're going to call it a day. We're going home. We're going to go eat some supper and whatnot. That's enough work for one weekend. Back to the driving tomorrow, and then we got another day cab video coming. There'll be a lot of videos coming on that soon. Hope you guys like them. Hope you guys are enjoying all the content. With that being said, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.